So, you've managed to get yourself a job interview. Now, not any job, because this is a sales channel and I'm a sales trainer. So you have got yourself a sales job interview. Now, you are going to be getting interviewed by numerous people, but I guarantee one of them will be a sales manager. And, well, let's be honest, most sales managers are losers.
Who, me?
Now, I say that with the deepest respect to those of you who have chosen sales management as a career, but let's be honest, you're wimped out. You couldn't do the job, and it's easier to manage a group of idiots than it is to go out and sell. If you're any good at selling, why would you want to manage people? I don't see the career trajectory there. But anyway, that's by the by. You're in this job interview, and the sales manager wants to look cool, wants to look sophisticated, wants to put you on the spot. So what do? They ask you that question that was popularized by, what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolves of Wall Street, or as I prefer to say, the Huskies of Hounslow, because I've met people like this, and trust me, they're nowhere near as tough as they make out to be. But anyway, they ask you that question, you know, to the one in his sort of Rat Weasley type of voice. Sell me this pen.
Sell me this pen.
It's a amazing pen. For professionals.
Sell me this pen.
Well, it's a nice pen. You can use the pen to write down thoughts from your life so you can remember.
Sell me this pen.
Well, this pen works, and I personally love this pen.
My God, he's sexy. You know what? If I was 18 and female, I'd be in there. Unfortunately, I'm neither. What would I do in that scenario? And now I'm going to be upfront with you. This is what I would do. A good salesman is an actor. What you should realize is when you're in this interview, you should be acting from the very beginning. So when they ask you to say, sell me this pen, I'm in acting mode from that moment. They're going to think it's me just being an interviewee, but actually I'm going to be fully acting. And they're going to go, can you sell me this pen? And I'm going to look at them slightly bemused and baffled. I go, which pen? He's going to go, the one I'm holding up. I go, but you already own that pen. Why would you want me to sell it to you? Benjamin, it's just an exercise. I just want to see if you could sell me this pen. I want to see how you can perform. Oh, sorry, my fault. Yeah, well, I'm happy to do that. Actually, before we do the exercise, do you mind if I just ask a question? There's nothing about this particular pen that you're particularly attracted to or have a particular affinity with, is there? No. And so, just so I know where we're going, you wouldn't care if you didn't have it? No. Okay, fine. Go. Can I have a look at it? Because, you know, I may want to describe it. Yeah, sure. So I grab the pen. Yeah, that's a nice pen. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Okay. All right. I think I can do this. Let's go. I take the pen and then put it in my pocket. I don't have a pocket, but imagine I had a pocket there. I'd put it in my pocket. I'd look at them. I'd say, look, I'd be upfront with you. I can't sell you this pen. One, you've already said you don't care for it. Two, you've said you don't care if you don't have it. I've seen The Wolf of Wall Street, and everybody does this question. I think, quite frankly, it's stupid. So I'm going to tell you what. I don't want to work here. I don't actually even like the way you've conducted this interview. So if you don't mind, I'm going to leave. Then I get up. And as I get up to turn to walk out, guess what's the first thing out of their mouth? Hey, give me back my pen. And I get to turn to them with a big cheesy grin. I go, what? You mean this pen? It is a great myth that good salesmen can convince. It's not true. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. You may be able to temporarily overwhelm someone's faculties, and in the moment under pressure, that's okay, I'm in. But then when they've had a chance to think it through, when they've had a chance to go over it, they change their mind, and you get that dreaded phone call or that post-it note on your desk saying they've cancelled. So you cannot convince anyone of anything. A good salesman, what they do is they enable the prospect to discover they need what they have. Now, I've got a whole series on how to do that, but the reason why it's important, in this particular moment, you're guaranteed that they knew at the moment I walked out that they discovered they needed their pen back. That's how you do it. That's how I would do it. Do you have the balls?
Are you being shafted? No, I'm not interested. We are fine, thanks. Leave me alone. Have you ever experienced that while prospecting? There you are, diligently phoning in your product or service, and before you get out what you even feel you need to say, they come up with it. We're fine, thanks. We're not interested. Leave me alone. Well, guess what? It's all your fault. Why? I'll tell you why. Most salespeople don't have the first clue as to the purpose of a prospecting call. And if you don't know the purpose, how are you ever going to structure your conversation to get you there? Now, here's a little clue. The purpose isn't getting an appointment. It isn't making a sale. It is not. Those are outcomes. So, what is the purpose? Well, guess what? If you can't figure out the purpose of this advert, then you're never going to figure out the purpose of this call.
So how was that? Did we get everything?
Yeah, it looks good. You think there was anything you could do better?
No, I don't think so. I tell you what, though, I was thinking as I was sitting there, you know, if Leonardo DiCaprio ever actually asked me that question, I would actually hold up the pen and say, I'll tell you what, Leo, you can have this, because do you know why? It's not even 19 years old. We all know you love him young. But actually, I go even one step further. I go, but I got a friend here, 17. See which one he picked. But no, don't put that in the video. No, he'll sue me.